This is my poster that I made for our film. I was pretty happy with how it turned out. Um, I'm just going to now compare it to other posters of successful films. This is a poster for Music of the Heart, which is quite an old film with Meryl Streep, Aidan Quinn, Gloria Estefan and Angela Bassett in it. I came across this poster when researching other posters. I think it's really similar to the one that I've created, as in the way that it has in the middle the characters central, and they don't take up the full length of the photo, they're just sort of central, and it only shows from their head to their waist. That's really similar to the way of mine. Also, another similarity to my poster is that all the text on the poster is either above the image or below the image. There's not that much text covering them, only like about one sentence. Yeah, so this is similar to my poster, as all the text of my poster is either above the picture or below the picture. On this poster, Music of the Heart, the title of the film, is the bit of text that stands out the most. And also, similarly, on my poster, Exchange of Interest, which is the biggest piece of text and the most boldest and biggest size, stands out the most as well, so this is another similarity. However, the colours used on this poster aren't similar to mine at all. This is probably because it's a different type of movie. It's not the same as my style of movie, which is film noir / neo-noir. So the sort of colours that I've used on mine are like dark blacks and reds, which sort of connotate death, danger, fear, mystery. Whereas on this Music of the Heart poster, they've used more cheery and bright colours like yellow and blues and light colours, which sort of connotate the light-hearted side to the movie. Also, another similarity with this poster to my poster is that the names of the actors in the film are all lined up towards the top of the poster, with their first name and then their second name below. This is similar to mine. I have put Ben Bowen, Harry Long and George Jackson all at the top of the poster with their surnames below their first name. Also, they have got a quote saying the best movie of the year on this poster with 4 stars above it. I've also put a similar sort of thing on mine where I've written the most intense and thrilling noir from the Daily Mail. So, and then I've put 5 stars below it. I think this is quite a good way to draw in the audience, make them more aware and attentive of how popular it actually is, and this makes it more appealing to them, makes them want to see it more. I see this quite a lot in other posters of films, they usually have reviews on the front page. This is another poster for an action-styled film called MacGruber. When I came across this poster, I immediately thought that it was pretty similar to my one that I made. Again, it has the 3 characters central to the image, which forms a triangular formation, which is sort of similar to the formation on my pictures, on my poster. It includes 2 boys and 1 girl, which is the same as mine, although in this one the man is actually central and then the man and the woman are behind, whereas on mine the woman is central and the 2 men are standing behind her. This sort of creates a different sort of atmosphere. It shows that in mine the woman is more the controlling and the main character one in the image, in the film, whereas in MacGruber we can see that the man standing closest to the camera is probably the main character and the most dominant and in control. Also, another similarity with this poster to my poster is that some of the text is white coloured, which is the same as mine, and also the main title of the film is in red, which is also the same as mine. Also, the colour atmosphere of the photo is pretty similar to mine. It's sort of deep dark colours, which is sort of the same as mine, although in MacGruber the atmosphere is sort of a blue colour, whereas in mine it's just sort of really dark shadow and black colours, but still the overall darkness and deepness of the colours in the poster are similar. I particularly like how in this poster there are guns used as props. I think this would have been a good idea if I could have gone back and improved my poster. I could have had Ben and Harry perhaps holding a gun just to show that they are the people that kill George in the end. It could give a hint of the storyline away, or just genuinely have one of them holding a gun just to show what type of film it is, show that there's danger involved, there's a bit of action, crime, things like that. I think this is a good technique used. This is another poster for the film Closer, which stars Julia Roberts, Jude Law, Natalie Portman and Clive Owen. I came across this when researching different film posters. I chose to compare this to my own as I think it has a few similarities and then a few differences as well. I think that the main similarity is that the pictures on the image are central to the image, which is the same as mine, where my images are just central. And also they're just sort of like in a strip. They don't cover the whole poster from head to foot. They're just sort of using up the middle section. In these images, you can literally just see from the top of their head to their neck, which is sort of similar to mine, although you can see a tiny bit more in mine. It's probably from the top of their head to their waist. Here they've used extreme close-ups. On mine I've used sort of a mid-shot to a close-up, but still the same concept is the same, where the image is very central to the image and doesn't take up the whole image, it's just a section. The main difference to this poster to my poster is the general colour of it. Here they've used quite light and airy colours like white and sort of faded grey-black colours. Their faces look quite pure and innocent and not look like they're wearing that much makeup. Whereas on my image I've used quite deep and dark colours. The main background colour is black, and then the pictures I've actually enhanced them to make them look more shadowed and dark. So yeah, they both sort of have a really different feel and atmosphere to them, but I think the layout is pretty similar, especially the images. The title of the film, Closer, is in a red coloured text, which is the same as mine. Exchange of Interest is in a red text, although on this one the title isn't actually bold. It's quite large, but it's not bold styled. Whereas on mine it's a little bit smaller, but it is bold styled, so it's more thicker font. This one is quite thin font. Another similarity is that a big chunk of text is right towards the bottom of the image, which explains the production company, who it's produced by, who it stars, things like that, which is also the same as mine, where I've got a big chunk of text towards the bottom of the poster explaining the production company, all important things like that. It's in a much smaller text to the actual main title of the film, which is the same as mine as well. So yeah, although this film poster is a completely different genre to the one that I made, it is sort of similar in the way of the colour of the main text used, and the positioning of the images of the characters within the film. This is a poster for a film noir film called The Grifters. This poster is also similar to mine in the way that it features the three main characters central to the image, which is the same as my poster, where Harry, George and Ben are the three main characters of my film, and they're featured right in the centre of my poster. Although whereas in this poster a man is central and then two women are behind him, in mine the woman is central and then she has two men standing behind her. This poster has a black background with red and white writing featured on it, which is the same as mine. Mine has a black background with a lot of red and white coloured text. Although in this poster, The Grifters, and the name of the actors is featured in a sort of lighter yellow colour. In my poster, the title of the film, Exchange of Interest, is positioned at the top of the poster, whereas in this poster, The Grifters, which is the title of the film, is actually at the bottom of the poster. It's also styled in a slant type way, which is different to mine, as mine is just straight and full, like horizontal. This is my final poster, and it's a poster for a film called Goodfellas, which stars Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. I think the overall darkness and shadowing lighting is really similar to the effects on my poster. The main colour when looking at this poster would be black, and also when looking at my poster I reckon the main colour would be black as well. Again, on this poster, the three main characters within the film are in a triangular formation central to the image, which is the same as mine. The three main characters are centred in the image. Another similarity is that in this poster, the men's faces are quite shadowed and dark lighted, which is similar to mine. Ben on the left, his face is really shadowed on the left-hand side. And then Harry in the middle, she's also got a few shadows on her face. So them two are shown as the evil characters because they've got dark shadows and lighting on their face, which is similar to the Godfellas poster. Also, towards the top of the poster, the names of the actors in the film are above the picture of the actor, which is the same as my poster. The names of the actors in the film are towards the very top of the poster, and they are above the images of that actor. A lot of white coloured text has been used in this poster, which is pretty similar to mine. Because of the background being black, I thought white text would work really well and look really effective and stand out against it, which is what's been used on Godfellas poster as well. All three characters in this poster have direct eye contact with the camera in this poster. This is different to mine, as in my poster, Harry and George have direct eye contact, but Ben isn't actually looking at the camera, he's looking away. This could sort of give away that he's the baddie, he can't face the truth, he's looking away, he can't look someone in the eye, that sort of thing. And the other two are more honest and up straight and upfront about things. Also in this poster, the men are shown wearing suits and shirts and ties. This is similar to mine. Two male characters on my poster are shown wearing suits and ties. This sort of gives a formal look to the poster. This also fits in with the film noir effect that I was going for. The sort of authoritative, suited and booted look fits the noir styled theme and usually is seen within male characters in a film noir.